And I would like to invite my dear brother, Batra, who gives leadership to global church movements in Mongolia. Batra is married to Zula, and they have two sons. And he has electrical engineering background. He is passionate leader, giving leadership. Batra, will you come up and share the vision that God has put in your heart? Let's welcome Batra from Mongolia.
Thank you, brother. Hello, everyone. It's my privilege to share my story with you. I married Zola, and we have two sons, but my younger son now with the Lord. Soon I will see him. We will see him. So, Mongolia was a communist country until 1991. And since we were very long time communist country, there was no freedom to any religion. Democracy came to 1991, and then first missionaries came to Mongolia. One of them was a campus crusade. They translated Jesus film into Mongolian language, as well the Gospel of Luke. That was the first portion of the Bible we were able to read in Mongolian language in 1991. Let me tell my personal story, how I became a Christian. In 1994, I was in a high school. Together with my two friends, we were walking on the street, and then one stranger came to us. Then he came to us and then asked, you guys have a free time? That was a silly question because that time Mongolia has, everything is shut down because of we have a severe economic crisis. Nothing to see, nothing to watch, nothing to do. Then we said, yes, we are free. And then this man said, have you ever seen American movie? Of course not. Because all our years, government didn't allow any American movie in Mongolia. We only watch Russian and Mongolian movies. Then this man said, this movie is American and also action movie with full color. Because we never seen color movie before. And we got excited and followed this man. This movie was Jesus film. From the beginning, every scene of the Jesus film captured my heart. I never listened something like this story. When Jesus crucified on the cross, entire hall, all people start crying. When he rose again, everybody stand up and clapping. And they shout to the Lord. Later, soon, I become a Christian. Then, when I was sophomore, first time I met Campus Crusade guys. That time I was already Christian, but don't know how to share gospel because nobody taught me. And then Campus Crusade, they taught me how to share gospel. Then that was my beginning of my gospel championing ministry. Let me tell you a story about three of my disciples. In 2005, I went to another city in Mongolia to share gospel. At the gym, I played basketball with several guys, and then three guys, they allowed me to play together. Their name is Bilge, Dulgong, and Tamira. After the game, I shared gospel to them, and then I asked the question, what is your dream? And then these guys said, first guy, Bilge, he told me, I want to be a professional basketball coach, and I want to go to America to become a coach. And I said, okay, Mongolia, it's really doing bad in basketball, and maybe you have no hope. But inside, yeah, I thought. And then second guy, he answered me, I want to go to Olympic game. Oh, no. Okay, what sports are you? And then he said, swimming. Oh, no, Mongolia is a landlocked country. Maybe wrestling, I believe, but no. And the third guy said, I also want to go to Olympic game. I said, oh, no, not just one on true. But God is faithful. These three accept Christ. Bilge is now serving God together with his wife, with athletes in action ministry in America. And Dulgong went to Olympic game, Rio 2016, and Tamara went to Olympic game. God changed lives, and God gave hope, and He's accomplished. That's why we need gospel champions like you. Mongolia has 21 provinces and 300 villages. God gave me a vision, not just me, all Mongolian Christians' vision to win the country for Christ. In order to accomplish this vision, we want to build churches everywhere. Today we have 300 villages, but over 200 villages have no any Christian presence. So when I start the global church movement in Mongolia 2 years ago, I come before God and then asked, I never planned church, and how I encourage other pastors, other leaders to start planting the church. Then God told me, why don't you then start yourself? So, and then I challenged one of my disciples, and then asked him, can we start plant church together? Then 2 years ago, we start gathering my house. And we regularly gather for worship, prayer, Bible study, and fellowship. When the first Christmas come, we decided to invite to our friends and families. But last Easter, I had privilege to baptize my mother-in-law. And my parents and my son going to be baptized this Christmas. And multiplication is happening. Now, my church, we see 3 generations of disciples. My disciples, now start making disciples. When other pastors see this example, many pastors come to us and then ask, tell us a secret. How you multiply 3 generations within 2 years? And I said, there is no secret. Just go and share gospel. And start Bible study. That's it. That's my secret. Be a gospel champion. And then we started partnership in Bagnor city because the Bagnor pastor told me, I challenged my church 2 years to go out and share gospel, but my church members, they are not obedient enough. And then I told him same thing. Why don't you start yourself? If you go outside and then share gospel, they will follow you. And then he asked us to come to Bagnor city and then to have a evangelism training. During the training, we asked the church members, let's go on the street and share gospel. And then I bring 2 men together with me. And then I see the 2 men sitting on the street, and then I asked one brother to go and share gospel. And he was brave enough, and he just took initiative and then start sharing gospel. Then I bring another brother with me, and then we see one man is heading to us. And then I come and greet, but seems like they know each other well. They hug in, but that one man was a little bit drunk. And then I asked the church guy to share gospel. He starts sharing gospel. When they're about the time to receiving prayer, sinner's prayer, the brother tell me this, hey, Batra, I have a question. What is your question? He said, non-Christian can lead another non-Christian this prayer? And I surprised. I thought you are a believer. And he said, no, I just came to this church last week. And pastor asked me to join this training. And I said, and you are not believer? And he said, yes. Can I lead this man? I said, okay, this prayer express your heart? And he said, yes. Then I said, okay, then I lead prayer, both of you. And then both of them received Christ. And this is the story of Brother Baatasuren. Brother Baatasuren, now he constantly shares his gospel with his friends. And he started Bible study. And he started making disciples within 1 year. Now I see he is a multiplying leader, become a multiplying leader. So Bagnor Church, just recently, actually 2 weeks ago, they start training another 2 churches how to evangelize and make disciples, and then they start sending mission teams. There are now the 40% of the Mongolian population are still nomadic lifestyle. So they are very isolated and far away. In order to reach out entire Mongolia, we are mobilizing local churches to reach out the nomad families. There are no train, no flights to nomad families. Road condition is very difficult. Sometimes we need to pull our van to cross the river. When we go to nomad families, they help daily works. And when evening comes, we use Jesus film or we share gospel. And then next morning, if they receive Christ, we continue to stay with them a few days and then help them to learn more about Jesus. That's how we do ministry in Mongolia. Our vision is gospel for every Mongolian and church for every village. So I'm really thankful for all of you because people like you, we're able to do ministry in Mongolia. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.